This is a fairly uncompetitive general election environment in 2022 at the congressional level, particularly in Metro Atlanta. And the main reason for that is because of the redistricting process that took place in the last legislative session, was finalized in the last legislative session as a result of the 2020 census. The fact is that the Georgia 6th and 7th congressional districts, which had for some time been Republican districts, became more competitive over the last couple of election cycles. And as a result of that, the Republican-led state legislature redistricted Lucy McBath and Carolyn Bordeaux to actually compete with each other. And so now we have a more solidly Republican district. But the upshot of that is that now one of those formerly solidly Republican districts, which became competitive, one is now Republican leaning again, and the other is much more Democratic than either of the previous two districts were at all. So the result of that is that, yes, we don't have sort of competitive general election context in 2022. But as we saw through the evolution of the Georgia 6th and 7th districts becoming more competitive, it might not be many cycles until we get competitive elections in places we didn't expect.
Back last fall, we had redistricting done by the legislature. And what the legislature did is what legislatures usually do, and that is they create very safe districts. The majority party, in this case Republicans, create more safe Republican districts than safe Democratic districts. So, the parties, they want things that they can kind of say, yeah, this is mine and I don't have to worry about it. The 6th and 7th districts, and those are the two that were flipped, with the 6th district going Democratic in 2018, and then the 7th district narrowly being won by Democrat Carolyn Bordeaux in 2020. Well, those lines have been altered dramatically. And as we saw this summer, those two women went against each other. Lucy McBath ended up winning in the 6th district, and the 7th district has been made very, very Republican by running it north into Forsyth, indeed all the way up to Dawson County. So that's not a competitive district anymore. Marcus Flowers has done a remarkable job in raising money. He's got plenty of money, which, given how Republican that district is, it's somewhat surprising that he's able to raise this funding because he's getting national funding. And the reason for this is that Marjorie Taylor Greene is so strongly opposed by Democrats, not just in Georgia, but around the country. And so they're willing to spend money to try to defeat her. That's not a good investment. I mean, that district is arguably the most conservative one in the state. And so while Democrats would dearly love to be able to defeat her, and the district did undergo some change, it does come down and pick up some Democrats in Cobb County. So in time, it will become a bit more Democratic because of that extension into the south end of the district. But it would take an awful lot of change in the population there, a change in attitudes for a Democrat to have a reasonable chance of defeating her.